Hi, I'm Emily Rose, Public Relations Coordinator. We want to remind you that hurricane season begins next week, and we're here to get you prepared for this time of unpredictable weather. Be assured that Shell Point has made the preparations to ensure your safety. May 31st and June 1st, residents have opportunities to attend important hurricane seminars. Pet owners will want to attend on May 31st, and everyone is encouraged to attend on June 1st in the Village Church Auditorium. Recently, I met with Safety Coordinator Roy Nestor, who gave me a tour of the hurricane shelter location on the island.
Hi.
Hey Roy, how are you doing today?
Good to see you.
I'm here with Roy Nestor, Safety and Hurricane Coordinator, and he's going to show us what we can expect and prepare for the hurricane season.
Well, we believe we're well prepared for the 2017 hurricane year, and I wanted to take a little time to just show you a little behind the scenes how we prepare. This room here is our hurricane supply room where we store things for this shelter and for the independent living here in the island garage, and then we also have the same thing out at the arbor where all our healthcare residents will go. So take a minute and step in and let me show you what we have. What we have here, Emily, is all of our food supplies that our hospitality department does a great job in setting it up and rotating it every year to make sure that we have the freshest food as we can. We stock for a 3-day supply. And down in the back here, we have a little tight in here because we've added a lot of people since we first started storing, but a lot of supplies here would be like dog food for the kennels, many other things, pillows and coolers for ice and oxygen supplies and things like that, oxygen masks, water hoses, just a lot of things we need to think about that we have inventoried for the hurricane program. So here in a minute I'm going to take you out to another storeroom which we keep. This is food and smaller items which are kept, they're all kept under air conditioning. So we'll go out to the island garage and actually show you a few other things.
All right, let's go take a look.
Emily, you should also know that we have replaced and have a brand new Kohler power generator in addition to another one just like it over in the hurricane shelter. Between the two generators at the island shelter, they power up the whole operations building and the island garage so that we can run all the oxygen generators and CPAPs and other medical equipment we need to do, as well as cook food and take care of our medical staff. So both of these buildings are Category 5. There's pilings that go 60 feet in the ground, and these solid steel windows and doors are not going anywhere when that storm hits. So you're up above the flood and you'll be safe and secure in here if you do, with the generator power especially.
So Roy, what do we have in this room for hurricane supplies?
Okay, first off, it's air conditioned, and second, very important here in a retirement community is to have plenty of oxygen. So we have large multiple port, one of those bottles can serve 10 people if they needed to have it. These large tanks here are 330-gallon tanks that we fill prior to the storm and place both at the arbor and here. And that's just, as you can see, we have about 13 of those for the 3-day supply. We also have ramps here that ramp for our healthcare people so we can ramp them in and out of buses when we transport them to the arbor. We have a large sink here, and we have ways to set up our kitchen and power it up. We keep extra oxygen supplies and masks, and we have like about 8 in that cabinet there, that old cabinet we keep under plastic, and every year we check them out, are portable oxygen devices so we can respond to anyone in the facility that might have trouble breathing or something along the lines of that. So this is sort of what we call our water supply room.
Great, it's like we're very prepared here at Shell Point. Roy, tell us a little bit about the fans and the vents that we have here.
Very well. It is very important that you keep air moving during a evacuation in a shelter like this. It is not air conditioned, so we have to have ceiling vents, like you see the number 3 vent here, that those fans will blow and pull the hot, humid air out that people, when you have this building filled with people, 400, 500, 800 people that will draw the hot air out. Once a storm arrives, then we will shut those and seal those down, and these fans will always be running. We found out after Hurricane Charlie, Emily, that we did not have these, and it was very difficult. So these help a lot, and they're all throughout the entire floor. In addition, as you look around the shelter, you'll see there's parking spots here now, but during an evacuation, we will have a section marked off and flagged for like the estuary, and the other one for the Lakewood, and the other one, you know, for each court. So when people are sheltering, they're not scattered, they're with their neighbors. So it's very important that they are with their friends and neighbors during a hurricane. So we try to manage that too. The court reps play an important role in this shelter. They actually answer a lot of the questions. They're the people that notify their people of what we're doing, when we're making decisions, how we phase our evacuation. So they're versed in that. And we're going to an alert sent system that will send messages to them from the president and leadership team, and we will be notified who got it and who didn't. So we'll know just what our resident population is getting and where it may not be getting to.
Yes.
So we have a new system for that too.
It's very helpful. So Roy, what do we have in this room?
This room is storage for our healthcare, anti-gravity chairs, military cots, things like that, cones, signage for where the residents would be located in here when they come in, so they'll know where to go. Some residents donate what they had and they give to us, so we have extra chairs in here. But certainly independent living and those folks need to bring their own chairs because we will not have enough.
Okay, so just enough for the assistant living.
Yep, and the skilled nursing.
Skilled nursing, okay, good to know.
So this whole room's taken up with that. It is also air conditioned, and if we needed to, we could cool people down in this room during the hurricane if they became overheated. So it's both of the rooms I showed you are cooled, and we're able to use them to give relief to our residents.
Well, I just want to thank you, Roy, for meeting with us today and showing us the hurricane shelter. It was great knowing everything that you have to prepare for the hurricane season. And I understand residents we're supposed to get this in the mail, and if not, they can pick this up at...
Well, they should have been distributed along with the Shell Point Life, the last issue. In May, but if you need one, come to the Hurricane Seminar, Residents Hurricane Seminar on June 1st at 10:15 at the Village Church. And we'll go into more detail during that seminar, and you'll be able to speak, they'll be able to speak to the management team on any questions they have about either shelter. And also at that seminar will be Dave Roberts, our consultant meteorologist who advises our leadership team. So he will personally address a lot of issues and what we expect for the season. So again, June 1st at 10:15. That's a Thursday at the Village Church, and then May 31st in the Social Center at 10 a.m. for our pet seminar.
All right. Well, thank you again, Roy, for meeting with us and explaining the hurricane shelter that we have here. We'll expect to see you all residents at June 1st at the hurricane seminar at 10:15. Thanks to Roy Nestor and his safety team for all their efforts to ensure that we will be ready for any approaching storm this season. As in previous years, during an evacuation, independent living residents will shelter in the parking garage, shelter on the island. Residents who reside in the Larson Pavilion, Kings Crown, and the Springs will shelter with residents who live in the Arbor Assisted Living Facility. You can find more information in the Shell Point Hurricane 2017 Preparation Guide, and don't forget to join us on May 31st for the Pet Owner Seminar and the Resident Seminar on June 1st.